Today I'm going to take up the reconstitution of partnership in the case of the death of a partner. Now we have seen admission of partner and retirement of partner. Now death of partner is very similar to retirement of partner. That is the way the sacrificing or gaining ratio is calculated, or the treatment of goodwill is done. It's very similar, but there are differences in certain cases. Now one of the important cases where it differs is the profits of the deceased partner. Now in the case of retirement, the partners can plan the retirement in such a way that the partner retires at the end of the year, so that there is no problem in calculation of profits or distribution of profits and all such things. But in the case of death, no one can anticipate the death of a particular individual. So if a partner dies after, like supposing if a partner dies in May, June, so they might have had some 2-3 months in that particular financial year. So the profit has to be calculated up to that point. Like see, the profits have to be calculated till the date of death of the partner, right? So that the profit can be given to the deceased partner. Right? Now there are two ways of calculating this profit. Now I am going to take up this time basis. There are two ways. One is called time basis. The other one is turnover or sales basis. So we are going to take up this time basis today. Now when I take up this time basis, the first point that you should remember is the profits are assumed to have risen uniformly over the year, right? So suppose I take an example, like we say previous year the profit was rupees 50,000, right? And a partner dies after say 4 months of the close of previous year, right? Supposing I say the previous year closed on 31st December 2011 and the partner dies in the month of let's say April or let's say May, right? Okay. So he has to be given the profits up to the month of April. Okay. Now in this case we will assume that the profits have arisen uniformly over the year. So basically I'll calculate the profit like this: 50,000 into 4 divided by 12, because I want to calculate the profit for the 4 months, right? So 50,000 into 4 divided by 12, if you do 50,000 divided by 12, it will come in some decimal figures. So we'll do like this: 50,000 into 4 divided by 12 comes to something like 16,667, let's say, right? So this is the amount of profit up to that 4 months, right? Now supposing the deceased partner's share in the profits, right, was, let's say, 1/3, right? So now you will calculate 16,667 into 1/3. So that comes as something around 5,555, right? 16,667 into 1/3, right? So this is the amount of profit that has to be given to the deceased partner. So this is his share of profit, right? Okay. Now let's take up a small example. Now supposing I say A, B and C are partners sharing okay, A, B and C are partners in a firm, right? Let's say C dies on 28th February 2010, right? His share of profits from the closure of the last accounting year till the date of his death was to be calculated on the basis of the average profits of the 3 completed years before his death, right? Okay, now they have given profits for 2007, 2008 and 2009 were 7,000, right, 8,000 and 9,000 respectively. Fine. Okay, now we have to calculate C's share of profits till his death and pass the necessary journal entry. Okay. Okay, now you see here, first of all, it's given that the profits have to be calculated on the basis of the average profit of the 3 completed years, and the profit for the last 3 years is given. So first of all, you calculate the average profit. That will be 7,000 plus 8,000 plus 9,000, right, divided by 3 divided by 3. So that comes to how much? 7 plus 8, 15 plus 9 is 24,000 divided by 3, right? So that is 8,000 rupees. That comes to rupees 8,000. This is the average profit, right? Okay, so now it is assumed, now this 8,000 is assumed to be the uniform profit, right? Okay, now they are saying that C dies on 28th February 2010. That is, he is dying on on the last day of February. So he has to be given profits for 2 months, right? C dies on 28th February 2010. So he will get profits for 2 months. Is that right? Now we have to calculate the profit for 2 months, assuming that the uniform profit is 8,000 rupees. So here it will be estimated profit till the date of C's death will be equal to 8,000 into 2 months, 2 divided by 12. So that comes to 8,000 into 2 divided by 12 comes to 1,333 approximately, right? Okay. Now this is the profit for 2 months. Now what is C's share of the estimated profit? C's share of the estimated profit is, in this question nothing has been given regarding their profit sharing ratio, right? So it is assumed that the profit sharing ratio is equal, right? So it is C's share of estimated profit will be 1 by 3. We are assuming that the profit sharing ratio is equal, so there are 3 partners, 1:1:1. So each partner gets 1 by 3. So this is 1 by 3 into 1,333. That comes to around 1 divided by 3 into so let's say something around 444 rupees, right? This is what we are supposed to give to the deceased partner C, right? Now the journal entry that we will pass for this will be profit and loss suspense account debit the amount of profit, right, to C's capital account 444, right? Okay. In case this is a profit, if it is a loss, in that case this entry will be reversed. So we will write C's capital account to profit and loss suspense account in case of a loss, right? And this profit and loss suspense account, this will be closed by transferring it to the profit and loss appropriation account when this is prepared, when it is prepared at the end of the year, right? Okay. So this is the way for finding out the estimated profit till the date of death on the basis of time. Fine. So if the average profits, if you are asked to find out the estimated profit on the basis of average profit, then we will take out the average profit and do it. Or else if they say that it is based on the profit of the last year, right, then only the last year profit will be taken, right? Now let's take one more example. Let's say A, B and C are partners sharing profits in the ratio of 5:3:2, right? And they are saying that the last 5 years profit they are giving, 1999, they give it as 2,50,000. 2000 it is given as 3 lakhs. 2001 it is 3,80,000. 2002 it is 4,15,000 and 2003 it's 5 lakhs, right? So here the past 5-year profits are given and they say that A dies on, let's say, 1st April 2004, right? So you have to find out the profit, that is, find out the share of A's profit. Fine. up to his date of death on the basis of average profits. So same type of question, but here the profits for the 5 years are given. So if I add up this 5 years profit, it will be 2,50,000 plus 3 lakh plus 3,80,000 plus 4,15,000 plus 5 lakh, right? So that will come to 18,45,000. This will be divided by 5, right? So that comes to 3,69,000. Now this is the average profit. Now we are saying that he dies on 1st April. So I'll have to give the profits for, that is, I'll have to estimate the profits for the first 3 months, right? So that is 3 divided by 12. So if I do 3,69,000 into 3 divided by 12, it comes to 92,250, right? So this is the estimated profit for the 3 months, and here the share is given. What is A's share? A's share is given as 5 is to 3 is to 2, so that is 5 by 10, right? So A's share will be 5 by 10 of 92,250. That will be equal to 92,250 into 5 by 10. So that comes to 46,125. So this is the amount of profit that will be given to him, right? Now in this case, like I have put it like we are assuming that none of these years is a leap year. If any of these years is a leap year, in that case you will have to, like we have written 3 by 12 here, right? If in the case of a leap year, we will be putting it in terms of days, right? Not in terms of months. So if at all, supposing in this case there is a leap year, I think 2004, in this case none is a leap year. So what we have done here is correct, right? Okay, so this is the amount of profit that will be transferred to him. Fine, okay. So with that, I come to the end of this session, in which we have learned how to calculate the profits on time basis. In our next session, we will learn how to do it on turnover basis.